Bones are amazing things. They hold us up, they support us, they make us strong. But bones have other uses. In the past, bones were thrown by diviners seeking out the mysteries of the future. Now the bones are cubes, made of plastic or resin, but they still reveal things to us. As they fall from our fingers and rattle across the table, the story becomes clear. Welcome to Bone Throwers Theater, an RPG actual play podcast.
Welcome back to Bone Throwers Theater. My name is Jeff, and I'll be playing Jerr Lan.
This is Jeremy playing Julian Illix.
This is Aaron playing Sam Feluge.
Ellie playing Archi.
This is Johnny playing Chine.
And I'm Jordan, and I'm playing an airship. Or a pack of dogs.
Or neither.
Or neither.
Or neither.
We'll figure that out as we go along. So as I mentioned last time, we're taking an opportunity to give each of our party members a highlight episode, a feature episode. This time we are featuring Jerr Lan. Da 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 da.
What up?
Jerr, this was your life.
We don't have time for that.
No. We don't have time for 200 years of backstory.
So maybe 50?
Jerr, what would you like our first scene to be?
The first 10 days on foot.
Okay.
Basically seeing where the power struggle amongst our group lies.
Now, do you see yourself as an outsider to the rest of the group? Do you not want to have anything to do with, like, the leadership? Because you are the one who's doing a lot of the tracking and the leadering. And you're the one who chose to head towards Choler City.
Yeah.
Well, we would have to pass by Choler City to get through the mountains anyways.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Yes. Yeah, really the only way we could go.
On our way, Jerr is going to send forth his elemental through the icy snow to make sure that our path is clear.
Okay, this seems like something new that you haven't done, at least in this game yet, with your elemental.
We sort of did it in the sewers.
Yeah.
Just sense ahead through the water.
Yeah.
Like it was more like an echolocation through the sonar through the water.
Mm-hmm. Is that more what you're talking about than actually having this elemental go out and then come back and make a report?
Yeah, more of a echolocation sort of deal.
Remember, his elemental doesn't talk to him.
Right, exactly. That's why I was trying to figure out what was going on.
Ooh, nice.
Aren't you glad we changed dice?
Very nice.
Aren't you glad you...
Ooh, holy shite!
So, you got 18 and 6s.
18 sixes?
I see 20.
18 in 6s.
I see 24.
6,
29.
You do okay.
Any pluses?
Not on that one. Yeah, just making sure our path is clear. There's nothing big bad that we can't handle.
It seems like everything is moving along just fine. You do have to evade some patrols.
Yeah.
Every once in a while there's a giant creature. And sometimes you come across like what looks to be like a flat, smooth surface, but in reality it's a crust of snow and ice over like a valley.
Mm-hmm.
And so you would have to navigate around that.
Yeah.
But for the most part, everything seems to be rather smooth sailing as far as like subarctic temperatures and everything would allow.
Cool. And at nights, I want to use my water elemental to basically create an igloo that we can sleep in.
Yeah, that sounds cool.
Rather than trying to put up tents that will let in all the cold.
Mm-hmm.
I was kind of assuming that was the path you all were going to go in terms of shelter.
Yeah.
Not bad.
18.
I will allow it.
Sweet.
Now you were saying that you want to have a discussion with other party members about leadership and why it should all fall on Archie.
No.
I
That
vote
was
against that.
I vote against that.
Archie votes against that.
I think everybody except Bear would probably vote against that.
I'm still trying to find the reason why I'm here.
Because we're taking you home.
Yeah, we're taking you to get fixed. 'Cause
But no one has realized why you need to be fixed. Archie has Choler's elemental.
Yes, nobody else knows. Nobody knows that. Yeah.
yeah, nobody knows that.
So, who would you like to talk to first?
Let's talk to Julian.
And when is this?
Day 3 or 4, something like that.
So after the
hunting.
hunting.
You get back from the hunting and you like flop your beast down, and here comes Jerr.
I just want to make sure that we're all good over here. I'm trying to step up my healing role in this group.
I mean, I spend most of my time with Guitari, if that's the goal.
Well,
She's
I do
she's
spend most of my time with Katari.
Well, I'm not saying that you don't. I'm just saying that's what I would do. I'm not sure anybody else actually needs it, and I don't know what to do with Bear or Archie. No one knows.
No.
I mean,
That's something I hope to learn about.
Bear seems pretty stable to me, but
Archie is something I hope to learn about when we're at the preserve. I can, help in situations like this and with what's going on with Guitari and that poor kid Abel.
I mean, the only reason I think you're keeping it together is because you have a water elemental. Everybody else seems to...
But how are you doing?
Alright, Counselor Jerr.
I'm just making sure that, the cold's not getting to you too much or anything like that.
The cold's not getting to me. I did this for 2 years.
Alright, just making sure.
If you're asking me, there's several people I don't think are going to survive this. I'm not sure. Like I said, I don't know about how Archie or Bear is going to fare out here, and unless he's actually willing to learn, I don't think Chime's going to last 3 weeks.
Alright, I'll go talk to Chine. Because I don't know what to say to Archie or Bear.
So let's do this. As far as the environment out here, I know you said you spent some time.
Off and on, yeah.
We pretty much need to sandwich this group.
Yeah. Oh, of course.
I mean, you heard what I said. Most of the things that are going to take us out are not going to do a full frontal assault.
No, they're going to come at us from the side, sneak up on us.
So, as far as wildlife, for this area, I pretty much know the wildlife in North Belisara. And there's some things we don't want to mess with at all.
Oh, I know that.
So you navigate our way,
Alright.
and I'll try and make sure no one steps where they shouldn't step as far as...
Behind us.
Yeah.
That's fair. Alright. So, Jerry's gonna leave that conversation and go over to Chime. Hey, Chime.
Hey.
How you holding up?
It's cold.
You need me to check anything out for you? Your feet?
No, I'm healthy. Just cold out here. Never experienced this before, so.
Just make sure that you can still feel all your toes and fingers.
Yeah. This gear that Julian found for us back at the school seems to be doing the trick.
Alright, how you doing elsewise?
I don't know what to do out here.
Just keep with the rest of us.
I get that. I'm
That's the
trying
best thing you can do.
trying to learn, like I was telling Julian, I wanted to go with him on the hunting trip so I could learn something in the ways of survival out here.
You'll learn by being with us. Just stick with either myself or Julian.
I can do that.
How are you doing with your family?
What family? As far as I know, I'm the only person living left in my family. Haven't seen my father in many years, so I'm assuming he's dead. And y'all say you saw Choller blow up in that building,
Yeah.
and we haven't seen him since.
Yeah, sorry about that.
I'm not.
Well,
So,
either way you look at it, it's your family.
I just want to know where they came from. I grew up in Fesliyan. Best I know, both my parents grew up there. What inspired first my father and then my brother to take in one of those monsters?
You mean an elemental?
Yeah, but especially those fire ones.
Ah, the fire ones. Yeah, they don't tend to be a very kind bunch, do they?
No. Tend to want to single me out for something.
I don't think it's just you they're singling out.
Sure, looks that way to me. That's how this whole mess got started. That day that fire elemental went nuts in my office.
It could have been anybody's office.
Point is, it was mine, and everything's gone downhill since then. But like I said, I just want to know where my family came from, what inspired their thoughts.
I can understand that.
But right now, I'm focused on getting us someplace safe.
I think we're all focused on that right now.
Yes.
Alright, well, you let me know if you start feeling any tingling in your feet or hands that you don't understand.
Okay.
Alright?
Will do.
Gonna go over to Sam. Just making the rounds.
So, what does everything look like? Is it like wooded? Is it just flat tundra with absolutely nothing? Is there some kind of brush or bushes?
I would imagine there being some bushes, some brush.
Okay.
But it's not a wooded area.
Yeah. So, when you approach Sam has like a bundle of things. Hey, Jerr,
Yeah.
are any of these edible? Holding out like a bunch of leaves and berries and things that he's picked up along the way.
Let me look through that real quick.
Please let me know.
Well, this one's poisonous.
Oops,
These
that's
are
right.
also poisonous. This one will bite you in your sleep. Oh, hey, look, that one's edible. Pops it in his mouth.
Okay, I'm just trying to find, I'm trying to remember my training and find ways we can supplement all the meat that we're eating and try to get something else into us. So
Yeah.
I'll keep an eye out for these as we walk.
When you're out in the field, you want a lot of meat. High protein, less waste.
That's true. It's just, something to... It'll carry us over in case we can't find meat or...
Alright, and you want to look for a plant that looks like this, and he draws out in the snow. Plants like that are edible, and the berry that I just ate, also edible.
But these other ones, those are poisonous.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll remember that.
How are you doing?
I'm holding up. I trying to make use of my time, and the helmet stopped working shortly after we left the city, so I put that away
I don't understand why you still have that thing.
because it's cool. It's a symbol of power.
I'm pretty sure it can be tracked, though.
If it's not working, how are they going to track it?
Alright. I won't make you get rid of it, but try not to use it.
Okay. How's Katari doing?
Still the same.
What's rough? You keeping an eye on her?
Yeah. Yeah, of course.
It's probably for the best.
Are you feeling like cold getting to you, or...
No, actually, Shade has helped me figure out how to keep a little pocket of air inside of this little coat.
Huh.
And it keeps me a little warmer. It's like a little layer of insulation.
Oh, that's cool.
How's your elemental?
Still there.
Good to know. Anything I can do for you?
No, I was just seeing if there was anything I could do for you. Just trying to step up my game as the healer of the group. Making sure everyone's okay.
Okay. Well, that sounds like a good option. You talked to Chime yet?
Yeah. Yeah, I talked to Chine.
Okay. Yeah.
Alright.
Good talk.
Good talk.
Do you want to check his elemental to make sure that this virus hasn't spread to Shade?
I don't know how to do that.
Has Shade even let anybody, even Sam, know that Shade was hearing Root?
I don't think so. It was a violent reaction, and it was kill it, kill it, kill it.
Yeah.
So no.
Alright, I guess I'll check on Katari, see how she's doing.
Go ahead and make me a medicine roll. See what we can do to rough it up.
Let's see.
12.
12 is decent. You can tell that Katari is physically doing okay. She seems to be sleeping most of the time. Her elemental seems to be rather inert, lying low, not very physically active.
Better it lay low than being destructive.
Mm-hmm.
So I guess I would call that a scene.
Sounds good. So, next scene.
Even or odd.
I'll switch wild animal around here. Well, that's odd.
That is odd.
Something
No,
happens.
that is regular.
Something happens.
Win.
Something crosses our path.
Why would you say that?
That's
What
great.
have you done, Ray?
How about an elemental kaiju? The ground starts shaking.
What is it?
Guys, there's something in our way. We're gonna have to go around this thing.
The ground is shaking. It feels like it's coming closer towards you, like in higher intensity.
What is the terrain like that we're around?
You have limited visibility because you're down in like a valley between two hills. Also, the sun is at like peak height, so there's a lot of snow blindness happening.
Yeah, okay. All right, so it's a clear day.
Correct.
Can we tell where the noise is coming from?
Yes. Directly in front of you.
And where's the sound?
Southeast.
Southeast. Do we want to hide?
Yes, we do. I was trying to figure out a creative way to do that, but Jordan didn't make that easy.
Do we want to hide like in darkness? Can this thing like see in the dark?
It's most likely going to smell us.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, can we hide underground?
I don't know.
Under the snow, I mean, because you know, underground.
We don't want to be stepped on. Let's get to the top of this hill real quick.
No, is there a side of the valley that's more like a sheer face than?
Yeah.
Julian's going to say we need to get as close to that as possible.
Okay.
Yes.
Julian takes out his knife, takes out that canteen, and he just like shears off the top of it and then chucks it in the opposite direction.
Okay.
Yep.
And then just hauls off towards the sheer wall of the valley.
Okay.
All right, everyone, follow Julian.
Everybody
Cool.
roll running.
Or flying.
And who is actually pulling Katari? Yes.
The androids.
This is their strongest.
5.
18.
14.
8.
15.
Okay, so 3 of you are. You're booking it, Archie. Even though you're basically dragging a sledge behind you, you're booking it.
And for the sake of what's going to come later, I'm going to say Bear was right next to Julian.
Okay. And Julian and Bear are clocking it just as well. Sam and Chine, you guys are falling behind. And as the other 3 get to the walls, you start to see this gigantic metallic monstrosity coming around the side of the mountain, the hill.
Like metal or metallic?
Metal.
Like,
And we're going to go ahead and take a break there.
If you like dungeons with dragons in them, check out Alzamo Soup.
Phil, there's no dragons in these books.
I'm trying to reach our target audience.
Hi, everybody. I'm Metz.
I'm Phil.
And we're the hosts of Alzamo Soup, a literary podcast that focuses on analyzing long-form speculative fiction, with a focus on the author Gene Wolfe.
We really like to dig into the novels, going real slow and analyzing every little aspect of these books.
Phil is so excited about it, he has a shovel with +3 to digging.
Is that okay?
No, that's not a stat
Is that
at
a
all.
thing? Can I go to the Dungeons and Dragons store in the Dungeons and Dragons game and buy a +3 shovel? Please, please, please say yes.
Absolutely.
Okay,
Here.
I'm gonna roll to buy the shovel.
You fail. There are no shovels to buy.
This is nothing like our podcast.
Absolutely not.
Listen to Alzabo Soup at alzabosoup.libsyn.com or where all fine podcasts can be found.
We're talking about iTunes.
And Spotify.
All right, and we're back.
Does it have 2 legs or 4 legs?
2 legs.
Okay, it's just an ATST. We can handle that.
No, it's about 40 feet tall. It's made up of all sorts of debris. You see some parts of airships that have gone down, and have been destroyed. It looks like there's a boat. There's all sorts of mechanical devices like vans, just all sorts of things just kind of clumped together. And it seems to be like a whirlwind is going around it, holding all of these things together and holding it into shape. Snow starts shaking, like you can see the powder bouncing on the
Shade
surface.
has to say about that.
Roll for shade.
7.
Okay.
Shade actually is very intrigued, and so is Sam, because Sam may have heard about these.
I would imagine that it might be a bit of a special forces bogey tale.
Yeah, it's something like an old wives' tale / like snipe hunting, but none of the people that Sam had heard about him from had ever seen one, and so Sam's gonna kind of stop and try to kind of hide behind something, but kind of keep watching because Sam and Shade are both very curious.
That's terrifying. So I'm like, come on, guys, come on. Pick it up.
Sounds like that sounds like a command. So like a presence roll if you don't have any dice in command.
He doesn't.
Oh,
Nope.
no.
I would imagine, Chime, you're seeing this thing for the very first time.
Uh-huh.
What do you think?
Who's not seeing it for the first time?
Well, all right. Well, yeah.
Well,
but the reason I asked Chime is because Chime and Sam are more in its path than the rest of them.
Yeah.
My instinct is to try to run faster.
Okay, go ahead and try to run faster.
I didn't.
Nope.
I run slower, actually. I went from an 8 to a 7.
Johnny's also physics.
Sam, what do you want to do?
I am attempting to remember the stories that I heard.
That would be a knowledge roll.
Yeah.
Specifically, I'm trying to remember if they're like rampaging, if they're actually trying, if they're
survival roll.
what I'm trying to remember is if I remember if they're purposely violent.
Okay.
I got a 6
On a single die?
on a single die.
Okay. You're just absolutely entranced by this monstrosity of...
So I don't remember anything.
No.
Then I'm gonna try to back up slowly and try to get away to where I'm not in its path.
Okay.
Towards the wall, towards everybody else.
He's still facing it, but
Yeah.
he's walking backwards.
Okay.
Yeah.
Go ahead and make an acrobatics roll for that.
It's not moonwalking.
I got a 7.
You feel a little bit of loose snow underfoot, indicating an unexpected drop. So you're able to avoid that, but you're not making a lot of headway in distance.
So I am directly in front of it still.
Yeah.
Okay.
Jerry's gonna run out and try and protect the 2 that are lagging behind
Okay. How are you going to do that?
by throwing up a barrier in front of them.
Ice wall.
Yeah, ice wall
Okay.
or snow wall, whatever.
Well, I mean, Avatar was one of the touchstones for our world development, if I remember correctly.
Yes, it was.
Yes. 20 for manipulating.
You are able to get up a... I mean, it's not anything that you're Defense Against Dark Arts teacher would be super proud of. But you are able to form something that will at least prove to be an impediment.
Alright, I leave that there and then grab these two and start hauling them back to the hovel that we were trying to...
The snowblind. Go ahead and make me reflexes.
Yeah, he rolled okay.
Yeah, that's not bad.
11.
Okay. So you're able to grab the two of them and take off, like dragging them with you behind you.
It's not like we're resisting at all.
Right. You get your compatriots to the blind.
And then I put up another obstruction. Eight.
It's just like a thin rime of ice. It's translucent, though. You can see right through it.
Oh, that's not good.
It smashes through your first wall of ice. And shards are flying everywhere.
Does it turn towards us?
You hear this scraping as rust-plated metal plates just start... And you can see it clearly looking directly at you. The speed picks up.
Who's near Julian?
I would imagine you're all huddled together pretty closely.
Julian, do your thing. Do your thing.
I'll just say, on the count of 3, breathe out. 1, 2, 3.
Everyone.
40. Okay. I got it. I needed an 8. Or 9, sorry. 9. I got it. So, air elemental.
Okay, yeah.
And he's immediately... No introductions, no small talk. Just persuade it to leave us alone. He's like, stop, just leave it, just don't harm us. We're not here to hurt you. We're actually here on a journey to try and save some of your kind. Which is true.
Just not self-made androids.
22.
It seems to stop in mid-step, and it looks the other direction, and it starts tramping back over the hill that it came from.
Did it say anything at all?
No.
General state of mind. I can tell that.
Hungry.
Elementals eat.
Apparently ships and boats.
Ooh. But there was no organic component to that then elemental.
Correct.
Is this Julian's first time ever communicating with a wild elemental?
No.
Okay.
Ever seeing a mechanical thing? Yes.
It was pretty wild. Everyone okay?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
That was cool.
Julian's gonna tap on top of Bear's head and be like, "You ever see something like that again? You stay away from it."
Why?
It was hungry.
That's weird. Alright, who's up for traveling a little bit more to get out of the range of this thing?
I am. We have a long ways to go, so let's go.
Okay. One more scene for Jerr. Let's go ahead and fast forward to Jerr's scene at Choler City, like when you're going off to look for dog sleds, if I remember correctly.
We were discussing the plan. And
yeah.
That was my plan, and Julian didn't like it.
Yeah, I could look for a better sledge for pulling Katari along, regardless of dogs. Okay, so I go into the outpost, the airship base.
Okay.
Keeping an eye out for a smuggling crew, if I can. But that's not my primary objective. I go to the survival tower.
Okay.
See if they've got any extra sledges, any old ones that they still have.
Even or odd?
Odd.
Even. So as you're going through the outpost, you're not having any success. People are just not willing to part with sleds or sledges or or anything like that because they're pretty strong commodities in a world of mostly snow.
Yeah.
So you're not really going to convince anybody to part with them for a smaller one, without anything. But as you're going through the town, you're starting to hear rumors that there's an illness spreading through the town.
All right.
You're starting to hear about the captain of the Plucky Parrot hasn't been seen out of his cabin for 3 weeks, and he's got a horrible fever. He's starting to lose his vision. There's lesions covering his hands and feet. You hear that there's some small children that are start to get affected by this. The bartender is actually shut down the local watering hole because they don't want to have people congregating.
All right. Can you direct me to the worst cases that you know of? Maybe I can do something to help.
What can you do? I mean, you're just some...
I'm a healer.
Okay, fine. Well, the worst ones, we've actually quarantined them off into the bunker just to the west of town.
All right. I will make my way there then.
Okay.
Ask for directions along the way just to make sure I get the right place.
It's pretty easy to find. There's a big red X painted on the door.
All right. Go up to the entrance. Is there someone like standing guard there or something?
Fully armed.
I say, hey, I'm trying to see if I can help the people inside. I'm a healer.
The guard shakes his head and is like, if I let you in, I can't let you out.
Well, can you bring one of them out at a time?
Nope, they're not leaving.
What kind of medical staff is here?
I mean, airships all have, like, some medics. Well, some of them are lucky enough to have medics.
There was one parrot something.
The Plucky Parrot.
The Plucky Parrot?
Yes.
Could you direct me to that airship?
It's the giant one painted red.
All right. I go to that airship.
Okay.
Hi. I've heard that your captain is having some troubles with his health.
Yes, Captain O'Shaughnessy hasn't left his cabin in a few weeks, yeah.
Few weeks, wow. Well, I'm a healer, and I was hoping that I could do something to help him.
Go ahead and make a persuasion roll. This is the second 6 you've rolled tonight.
After rolling 3 months.
Eventually he would have reached the number 6.
Eventually. 13. Because I do have a +1 on that one.
Hey.
Congratulations. So the crew member says, hey, it's worth a shot, and if he doesn't live, well, it's your funeral.
Okay.
Okay, so you climb the stairs up to the tower where the Plucky Parrot is moored. You cross the plank, latching onto the 2 little ropes. You get on board, and then they take you to the cabin of the Captain O'Shaughnessy.
Can you bring me some water for the captain?
Sure. For the captain.
Oh, gosh.
Alright, thanks. So I go into the captain's quarters.
It smells pretty bad.
I go over to the captain and begin heal others.
Okay.
$11.
Yeah, and then roll heal.
Medicine
Which
is
is
under knowledge.
medicine is under knowledge, and I have 4D
Plus 2D.
plus 2D plus 1, because I know I put a +1 on that one.
Oh, God!
Gosh!
No, every one of those 2D.
It's true, it cancels out. We were just talking about how you were rolling all 6s on that. Wow.
13, yeah.
13.
All right, so you feel the temperature break under your ministrations.
Mm-hmm.
And you can start to see like the lesions start to heal. The captain is definitely on the mend.
Well, that's good. Can I determine what was wrong with him?
It seems to be a viral illness.
Fair enough.
He could have picked it up at any port, or it could have been something that somebody else got and brought back to the town, and then it just started spreading.
Mm-hmm. This takes some time healing him.
It does. We're going to go ahead and say that ends your scene. The successful healing of Captain O'Shaughnessy of the Plucky Parrot. I'm going to regret that name. So thank you so much to everybody for listening. Thank you for listening to Bone Throwers Theater. Our cast is Aaron, Ellie, Jeff, Jeremy, Johnny, and Jordan. We are releasing this podcast under a Creative Commons Attribution, Non-Commercial, No Derivatives 3.0 Unported license. That means you can share the podcast, but please do not modify it or try to gain financially from it. If you would like to visit our website, you can do so at bonethrowerstheater.com. If you would like to send us an email, you can do so at bonethrowerstheater@gmail.com. Our Twitter handle is bonethrowerstheater. You can also look us up on Facebook and subscribe to our YouTube channel. And until next time, may the bones fall ever in your favor. This has been a Nerd Circle podcast production.